Anybody? We are live for HSEMINDSETmm channel for today's HSE live program. So that we are going to see the H2S gas safety. It means hydrogen sulfide gas safety. The hydrogen sulfide is one of the toxic and colorless gas. It has a highly toxic nature is the main issue here to talk about. Most of the industrial companies like oil and gas, wastewater treatment plants, sewage, where this hydrogen sulfide is always present. This hydrogen sulfide gas is always need to know because the safety officers, HSE, EHS, or environmental professionals, those who are working in wastewater treatment plants, sewage treatment plants, oil and gas operations, there you have to think because this is a life safety. Those, especially for safety officers, those who are working in this kind of cities or in this kind of industries like wastewater treatment plant industries, sewage treatment plant industries, oil and gas treatment plant industries. So wherever this hydrogen sulfide, one of the vulnerable toxic gas, this toxic gas makes people easily fatal. Easily if they breathe long time, somewhat few minutes, within we can say few seconds, fatal will occur. So that kind of even low concentration is high power, this hydrogen sulfide. This hydrogen sulfide is always rotten egg smell. When the egg is rotten, there is a smell. That smell is called the hydrogen sulfide smell, rotten egg smell. So this hydrogen sulfide, those who are working in oil and gas industry, definitely they will know it. Or somebody want to work in oil and gas operations, refineries, sewage industries, wastewater treatment plant industries, sewage treatment plant industries, definitely they know the hydrogen sulfide. Because the hydrogen sulfide, that much vulnerable gas, if you are not aware of it, it leads to death. That kind of intensity is there in that gas. That's why this kind of awareness program, not only for you, but also your team people, your fellow members, or those who are working under you, you can give the training, you can give the awareness to them. So that will help you to enhance your knowledge, enhance your overall knowledge of hydrogen sulfide. Okay, so the hydrogen sulfide gas safety. So what is hydrogen sulfide? It is a highly toxic nature. This is a highly deadly toxic nature and flammable, easily flammable and colorless gas. It's a colorless gas and this is where it's found. You can find it in oil and gas operations, sewage systems and confined space where all oil and gas operations are there. That vessels you can find hydrogen sulfide. It smells like a rotten eggs and low concentration level even paralyze the people. Low concentration itself, this H2S low concentration make the people paralyze the sense of smell. Just when you just smell this rotten egg smell of hydrogen sulfide, you may be paralyzed. That much of intensity is there for this hydrogen sulfide. So you must know, when we are there in the Middle East oil and gas industries, who are coming to the oil and gas plant, first they will give two trainings. Number one training, HSE induction training. Number two, H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide gas awareness training. These two trainings are must those who are going to enter into the oil and gas plant, refinery plants, because without these awarenesses, nobody allowed to enter inside the oil and gas plant, because the H2S intensity that much, it will make the people fatter. So that's why it's a low concentration. It will paralyze the sense of the smell, may paralyze the people. That's why that much concentration is there in this hydrogen sulfide. Okay. As I said, where H2S found? Number one, confined space areas, tanks and pits. Tanks and pits, you can say. Oil and gas drills, you can find it. Refineries, processing plants, then wastewater treatment plants, WWTP. Wastewater treatment plant itself, you can see the hydrogen sulfide, but it's a very meager amount. But when it's come to the oil and gas vessels, oil and gas tanks, then oil and gas refinery areas, you can find a lot of hydrogen sulfide. So the main thing, rotten egg smell, and also you can find this all the things in refinery areas. Okay, why this much hydrogen sulfide? Why danger that much? It is extremely toxic to the humans. It's extremely toxic to the humans. That's why it's very dangerous. Then it will cause the respiratory failure. When somebody inhale this gas, within few seconds, the respiratory system itself gets failed. That's why this is very dangerous gas. Then if someone rapidly smell the H2S gas, then they will lose the smell also. So that much intensity is there for this. And then if somebody is accidentally inhale this gas, H2S gas, within few seconds, if the intensity is high, fatal will come. Within few seconds, if the heavy density of this hydrogen sulfide coming, then when it's an inhale inside the body, then fatal will occur. That kind of intensity is there. So that's why it's a danger. Okay, what are the safety preparations? How you can safety recommendation? We can say, what are the safety recommendation for this hydrogen sulfide gas? Number one, always carry personal H2S detector. There will be a detector like a packet pen. It's available. So every oil and gas industries, they will provide those who are going the oil and gas areas. They will give the H2S detector. So once they'll keep like a pen in the packet, or they'll keep like this. Then when they are going inside the plant, if any kind of hydrogen sulfide found in that area, immediately this alarm started to ring. That is called the personal H2S detector. When it started to ring, then immediately that person needs to escape from that place, go to the safest assembly point, or he has to go out from that place to safest location as per their company's HSE plan or HSE management plan. They already given training. Once if you found H2S or detected alarm, if its alarm appeared in your body, immediately go and reach the nearest assembly point. So that kind of things you have to do. Always carry personalized H2S detector. Then follow confined space entry procedures, because this confined space is always tanks. It's out of absence of oxygen. It's a closed area. The ventilation is very minus. So in that case, hydrogen sulfide is always maybe there because of the tank. So in that case, you have to have a proper confined space entry procedures, because to escape from this hydrogen sulfide gas, that you have to follow the confined space entry procedures. That procedures itself says that when the people entering inside the confined space, before entering into the confined space, there will be a gas test. In that gas test, the safety professionals, they confirm that there is no H2S gas is there in the tank. If it's confirmed, then only safety department asks them to go inside for any maintenance work. If the gas is found, nobody allowed to enter inside, because that much toxic gas that is. Okay, then use scuba or respirator. Scuba means breathing apparatus. We can say circulatory or the breathing apparatus. Yes, scuba. So the breathing apparatus, there is a totally with gas. There is a oxygen cylinder is there. With this, there is a completely with mask, that the scuba is there. So normally in oil and gas plant, the plant people or safety department itself, they will provide with the gas those who are entering inside the H2S plant. It's scuba, SCBA. So it's called breathing apparatus. So you can use scuba or respirator. Some oxygen contained respirator or this kind of scuba. Then wind directions and escape routes. So always before entering to the hydrogen sulfide zone, the company itself, the management itself will provide the H2S training. In case of when you are going inside, you have to see the wind direction, upwind direction, crosswind direction. So upwind and crosswind, you have to go opposite that direction. When you go, if the wind is this side, then upwind side, then you have to go to that side, then you will not be affected from that hydrogen sulfide. That's why you have to go upwind and crosswind directions when you found hydrogen sulfide. So that kind of things you have to follow. Wind direction and acceleration. Then there should be you have before entering to the H2S areas, there will be a H2S awareness training given by the concerned oil and gas company or refinery. That training you have to follow. They will guide you how, in case of H2S, what you found, what you have to do. You have to escape from that place. You cannot do anything. You are not allowed to rescue anyone, because you have to go to your own place. You have to reach the assembly point as soon as. When you reach the assembly point, then after that you are okay, then only you have to think about helping. So if somebody is physically not fit or any affected, then safety department will care and take the guys to the nearest assembly point and give the first aid for them. So that kind of things you can see for this safety preparations. So that is the fourth one, safety recommendations. So then next one, fifth one. In case of emergency, you have to leave the place immediately without any. If you found this H alarm start out to ring, means immediately you leave that work as it is and reach the assembly point as reasonable as possible, as quick. So that kind of things you have to do. So these are the major part of the hydrogen sulfide gas safety. So when you are following this kind of safety things, you can protect yourself and you can save your team also. So the hydrogen sulfide is a toxic, color and colorless or inert gas. It will make fatal to the people, especially for refineries, especially for oil and gas tanks, confined space areas, wastewater treatment plants, sewage treatment plants. You see this kind of hydrogen sulfide gas. When you see this refinery areas or oil and gas plant, they will divide into zones. There is a zones called HSEMINDSETmm zones. That it means the zone, safest zones, HSEMINDSETmm zones and rescue zones. There are different zones are there. So the safest zone is the last one. The red zone is the red zone is always H2S zone. We can see like this, you see. So this is you can say oil and gas plant. In this plant, here the H2S operations here. Then there is a 3 zones. 1, 2, 3. It's called green. Then yellow, it is red. So green zone, yellow zone and red zone. So in this red zone, the H2S is required. H2S is there, sorry. This H2 is there. Here, those who are entering here green zone, no issues. But when they are entering into the yellow zone, they must carry H2S personal detector. Personal detector they must carry. So if any trace amount of H2S found, immediately there is an alarm from this personal detector. Then they will come again to this green zone. Okay, after that, when these people entering in here in this H2S red zone, we can call it as a red zone. In this red zone, when the people entering inside, they will keep the respirator and scuba. Scuba or respirator. So when the people entering in this red zone, they have a scuba or respirator with the oxygen cylinder. Okay. So in case any high alarm from the H2S, then they will come again to this yellow zone, and then if the scuba is not working, the respirator not working, they will come to green zone again. So this red zone is always alert. Only 2 people only allowed, not single people allowed in this red zone. In this red zone, only 2 combined people, we can say 2 combined people only allowed for this red zone. Here, so if anyone affected for this H2S, then another guy he will help the rest person. So in this red zone is always alert. Those who are having any problem, they immediately come to the yellow zone. There is a place. If still he is affected in a big way, or he is not in a proper conscious issues comes, they will come to the again green zone in the assembly point, in that assembly point. So this much green, yellow, red. Red is totally surrounded with the red is a H2S zone, but not gas is there. Is any trace amount of is gas there in this H2S zone? There is a beep sound. There is an alarm will come. The alarm is there. Here in this zone itself started to alarm. Okay, H2S, there is a meter is there, testing meter is there. Okay, here there is a gas tester. So it's a programmed gas tester. In this programmed gas tester, what it will do, they already said if the H2S goes 0.1, if it comes, immediately this alarm started to ring from this zone. Once this alarm started to ring, those people working in this red zone, 1 or 2 days for maintenance, they will come to the green zone. So this kind of things normally there for refineries, oil and gas plants. This H2S rotten egg smell is one of the major indication. You can find this one, all oil and gas refinery plants, green, yellow, red zone. The red zone is always a H2S meager amount is there, but there is a stock, there is a tester is there with alarm. If the gas goes beyond the level, then it started to ring, then everyone come out of this place. This kind of actions normally will take in this refinery plants. That much hydrogen sulfide is a toxic, colorless and highly fatal, and it will paralyze the people. So make sure you are following the hydrogen sulfide gas, how much its intensity. You must have these kind of awarenesses. When you have a H2S gas awareness, that will help you to work in the refineries or oil and gas plants. Because without knowing the hydrogen sulfide gas properties and its nature, it's very difficult to work in refineries and oil and gas plants. Oil and gas plants and confined space areas always having the H2S. Being a safety professor you are, or those who want to be a safety officer in oil and gas, you must have the H2S gas knowledge and awareness. That much awareness you must have. So that is the end of the today's training session. I think you understand about the H2S gas safety and how its nature. In case of accidental release, what you are going to do, what are the properties of the H2S gas, how you can rescue, what is scuba, what is respirator. These are all the things you have seen. So there are a lot of documents and the trainings are available in our HSE Mindset channel, you go and see the videos and playlist. The HSE trainings itself, you have, there are H2S trainings also there. So many trainings are, training topics and with the trainings are there. So you go and watch it, you enhance your knowledge. Definitely that will help you to improve your HSE standards. So still you didn't subscribe it? Still you didn't subscribe? Then subscribe our channel, like it, share it, forward it. Definitely you will get a good experience. So we have a continuously Thursday, Friday 3 p.m. live classes are there for HSE. So support this HSE Mindset channel. You will get lot of HSE information and improve your career side also. You have any comments about this, just comment and give questions. Definitely I'll try to answer for any kind of questions. Your side, we are welcoming questions, even career based or any kind of HSE related questions. Ask us. Definitely I'll try to answer for that questions. Thank you very much for watching. So we will see next live class. Thank you.